Hi, everyone. Welcome to this week's What's Up Wednesday. Today, I'm joined by Andrea and Cellissa with Savings4Members and the ECE Shared Resources. Together, they're going to be going over perks and benefits of the Colorado ECE Shared Resources platform that is available for all of our Tier 1 members through ELV. So hi, you two. Welcome, and thanks so much for joining me today.
Great to be here.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. So go ahead and kick us off today just by kind of briefly explaining your roles for us all.
So great. I'm happy to get started. My name is Cellissa Hoyt, and I'm a director here at CCA for Social Good. I bring the provider perspective to our work on the ECE Shared Resources platform to help ensure that we're focused on resources that are most needed by the field. The platform is an online toolkit that provides everything an ECE program needs to run the business. I was a director of a multi-site ECE program for many years, and the platform helped me save time. It made my job a little easier, and it helped me strengthen our business practices, along with saving money that we could reinvest in other priorities.
Awesome. All right, let me go to the next. Okay, so Cellissa, can you share some specifics about how the platform has helped you as a director specifically, and what resources help with some of those current challenges providers may be going through?
Yeah, sure thing. So the platform, as I mentioned, it really can help with every aspect of running your business. And there are great resources for teachers as well that we used when I was a director. There are tip sheets, guides, and sample policies that can be customized. Everything is based on best practice in our field, so you can feel confident in using the resources. And I'll mention a few in a minute, but I really appreciate the fact that you don't have to start from scratch.
Right.
When you're developing policies and procedures, you don't have to do it all yourself. So a few examples of tools that helped me as a director, and I know will help other directors as well. In the financial management section, there are tools to help with budget planning, strategies that help with full fee collection, tips for having a difficult conversation with a family about late payment, which is a challenging thing to do. And then many HR related resources that I think are especially invaluable today. Things that help with supervising and managing people, especially when tricky things arise. And then strategies that will help make sure that a new teacher has the support they need so they want to stay. And frankly, so they come back the second day and they come back the second week and beyond. So many tools that will help with building a workplace culture where staff want to stay. And then the last thing I just want to highlight is that there were significant cost savings for the program I managed. This helped us spend less on many things our business needed, so we could spend more on the things that mean the most, things that were always on our wish list, like increasing wages and benefits, more educational materials, things that really impact quality for children and job satisfaction for staff. So Andrea, when she introduces herself, she'll talk a little bit more about the savings programs.
Awesome. Thanks so much for that, Cellissa. We always market it as a one-stop shop knowledge hub. And I even that just general term doesn't even encompass everything. We're just like, you need it. It's great. Just do it. All right. So Andrea, where or how can users save money, and what are some of the most impactful vendor saving programs that you have, and kind of how can you help providers tap into those?
Oh, sure. Absolutely. So basically, I'm here to help our providers access the national vendor discount programs that are on the platform. And, I can help you connect with the vendors and relay to them, some of your needs, what you're looking for. And basically, the easiest way to view the discounts is just by clicking on the saving money link at the top of that page. It's a couple of clicks. It'll get you to all the savings programs that you have through the platform. And, we have some really great pre-negotiated vendor discounts, for early learning suppliers that you probably use all the time for things like furniture and supplies. And, it's funny, there are two programs that are probably the most impactful for most of our providers. And that includes, a discount on food and also a discount, and it seems like a really kind of odd thing to say, but waste removal, believe it or not.
Sure.
So basically, if you're preparing meals and you have, 50 or more children, the food program is going to have, a huge impact for you. And we've seen on average, I would say, about 20% drop in the cost of food with that program. Yeah, we've seen it make a huge difference in the bottom line for a lot of providers. And, if you have more than one location, the waste control program that we have can actually save you, hundreds per year. But, as Cellissa was saying, HR can be a really challenging aspect of the business. So I really want to highlight the program we have for that, because it's very affordable. It's only $25 a month to consult with an HR specialist. And that was and that was actually a pet project for Cellissa. So she works in the field. She knows what kind of situations she was finding herself in. And she was like, I really would have loved to have had this. So I want everyone.
Yeah, that's huge. Yeah.
It really is huge. And so, that's a new program that we have available, extremely affordable. And then, basically we have discounts on savings programs for every aspect of running your business, whether it's, office supplies, or we even have programs now that we're focusing on a lot, which are to support good mental health and prevent burnout. So,
Absolutely.
It's really kind of amazing. One of the programs we have right now actually offers, 6 different free meditations for children.
Wow.
I know, isn't that fun? They're having a bad day, or maybe it's just a rainy day and the kids are cuckoo. You can use those meditations to kind of bring everything back into balance.
Right.
And we have a little bit of everything, and all the discounts that you see are free to take advantage of as well.
Perfect. Yeah, there's seriously so much. It's such a great tool. Are there resources that are helpful to teachers as well on the platform?
Yeah, I'm happy to speak to that a little bit, because when I was working in a program, I used resources, and our teachers use resources in a few different ways. There are lots of handouts that teachers can share with families to help them understand child development, to help them navigate some of the typical challenges that come up as children grow, that I think we in the field learn more about based on our training. But for families, it can be really tricky, and they could use support and handouts like are available on the site. And those handouts actually, I found, made really great training tools for new teachers. I put them together in a binder, and they fit our philosophy really well, and then use them as we train new teachers. And then more recently, we really built out a much more robust set of resources that help with the social and emotional health and wellness of children and teachers, knowing that it's more important than ever with the pressures of the last couple of years and how much that has added to our work in the field.
Awesome. Sure. So how does a new account user learn what all there is? Because it seems like there's so much, and kind of where do they find what they need on that platform once they're approved and on that?
Yeah, so that is a great question. And, I guess I would say we understand that, and people tell us, and I experience myself, it's kind of like a fire hose of information coming at you. And so there are a number of things we do to try to make it easy for people to learn about one thing at a time, or a few things that can help them. First of all, there are reference sheets on the platform. Perfect. And there's a center-based focused reference sheet and a family provider focused reference sheet. And those highlight some of the top tools, the most commonly used tools that directors and owners and administrators and teachers tell us they use the most and they find the most helpful. Awesome. Then there's also a video corner section on the site, and we're building that out more robustly on a regular basis now. Short videos that will give you kind of an overview of how to be most successful using the site, and highlight maybe one tool or two or one section of the site. And then we set out e-blast to everybody who's registered on the site, and that will highlight one or two things. So it's like ways to learn just a little bit at a time to help with that overload. And then there's a search feature on the platform, which we really encourage people to use, because you type in, if there's something specific you need, you type in a few keywords, and things will come up that are related to that topic.
Awesome. Yeah, it kind of helps them navigate, because we understand throwing a resource at someone doesn't guarantee success unless they know what the heck they're doing on said resource.
Right. How's it going to help me? Right?
Right. Awesome. So for anyone that does have questions or wants to learn more about this, or Savings for Members in general, where can those watching or in the future go to learn more or contact someone if they'd like to ask questions?
Oh, sure. You can contact me directly. I can actually give you my direct line.
Awesome. Let's do it.
Which is 844. It's really easy number, 844 and then 844-2898.
Awesome.
And you can always leave me a voicemail if you don't get me. And basically, anytime you go onto the site and you click on a program and you request it, I'll get that request. It'll come directly to me, and then I'll be reaching out to you.
Perfect.
So, yeah.
I'll include that in the show notes as well. Thank you for that. Good deal. Okay, well, as we wrap up here today, don't want to take too much of your time here after the holidays, but feel free to share any final thoughts or updates regarding this to the ECE industry in general watching.
Yeah, so I actually have a tip that helped me tremendously as a director, because I think we get so used to having to do things on our own, alone in our program. And so one of my greatest strategies, and I would love to see other people take advantage of this, is that I would, on my drive to work every day, I would say to myself, what can the platform help me with today? And as I was looking at my to-do list, I would say, all right, here's my next thing that I have to tackle. Might there be something on the platform that would help me do this more easily and make my challenging job a little easier? So it's kind of a mind shift that you have to make, to remember that these tools and resources are here to help you, to support you. And so talking yourself through that strategy can really make a difference in taking full advantage and benefiting from everything that's there for you.
Awesome. And I want to plug in one thing through ELV from the Daniels Fund recipient. We were one of those. We are actually funding Tier 1 services for quite a while. So I'll be sure and include a link to that. So if anyone specifically in Colorado wants to register for an account on the platform and does not have that yet, I'll be sure and include that as well. So whichever either comment or description that you're watching this on, I'll be sure to include that.
Great.
All right. Thank you both so much for your time. Yeah. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I mean, I love that. Oh my gosh, I love that tip so much, Cellissa. And I was just going to say, basically, you might be in a pretty good place with some of your vendors, but definitely, if you are to yourself, maybe at least, once a year, just to take another look at the discounts that you have, the expenses, the operational expenses you have, compare them with the programs you have through the platform, just to see if we might be able to help you, because, we would love to put some money back in your pocket.
Absolutely. Yeah. The more the merrier, I say.
Exactly.
All right. Thank you both so much. That's all I have for today. And we'll see everyone next time. Have a good one.
Welcome. Bye, everyone.
See you later. Bye-bye.